Good morning, trading world. It is March 7th, 2023, 7:27 a.m. on the East Coast, and this is my pre-market outlook and technical analysis for day trading the markets. Although there aren't many reports to watch out for today, we do have Fed Chair Powell testifying on Capitol Hill this morning. We should get our fair share of tape bombs from that alone today. Hence, the title of this morning's pre-market outlook, Expect Fed Bombs to Roll Down from the Hill Today. So many people keep trying to get ahead of the Fed, thinking rate cuts are coming and soon. Sooner or later, those same people will get hurt when they realize they can't and won't cut rates because inflation is not in check like they think. A lot of people who will be listening in on the testimony looking for any evidence of rate cuts coming soon will be surprised by keywords that will hint at continued tightening of monetary policy. The other thing to keep your eyes on is that even though we should start with a more than likely good start up, it's going to be questionable if the positive start can continue. From what I see so far this morning, if financials, the XLF, and the energy sector, XLE, are both down, it will likely be a drag on the rest of the market, pulling down any hopes of continuing positive on the day. With that, let's get into the key levels to watch for today. All right, here we are with the key levels to watch for the day. We have a very tight area between the Jack resistance and Jack support area. So we're looking at or starting on the resistance area, and our Jack resistance area is the high 405s to 406. That is our Jack resistance area. Queen resistance area is 407 to the 408 area. King resistance area is 409 to the 411 area. On the support side, we have the low 405s to the 404 area as our Jack support. And then we have 403 to the 402 area as our Queen support, and then 401 to the 398 area as our King support. The one thing that's going to be important today is that 405 area, 405, 406 area, as it pertains to rejection and trending lower on the day. That could be possibly that reversal area around that 405, 406 area. And we may even throw in or may get up to the 407 area because we have some slight air pockets in here. So again, if we get up through 406, it's a good chance that we could pop to 407 because of an air pocket. And the same thing below. If we pop down, below the 403 area, we could definitely be headed or seeking that 401 because of an air pocket that is building there. The main thesis for today is bearish, closing below the 404.47 with a projected target low of between 404 and 399. The alternate thesis is bullish, closing above the 404.47 with a projected target high of between 405 and 411. The main channel that we're in is from 397 up to 416. The main channel below is 397 down to 379. Yesterday, market strength and breadth started with a gap down, popped up briefly, and trended down the rest of the day. I expect strength to, give me just a second. All right, I expect strength to open a little higher than the close yesterday, consolidate, and eventually find its way lower on the day for some time. We do have harmony between the technical side, which is bearish, and the quant side, which is also bearish. This brings us to the scenarios on the day. All right, here we are with our scenarios of the day, and the first two scenarios are pretty much a toss-up. Coming in, probabilities are even, but I have the expanded range day structure as the first scenario of the day. We could begin the day with a grind or strained push up, but reversing and grinding down for the bulk of the day. So that is our expanded range day structure. All right, our next scenario in the toss-up is our rounded reversal day type structure. We could get a continued push lower toward the Jack or Queen support area and find midday chop around either the Queen or King support before going back up with the same energy of force we went down with the first part of the day. I also want to make you aware of the vice versa alert. Need to be very careful of that because we could get an instance where we get a continued push up off of the cash open, find our midday chop around our possible Queen or King resistance area, and then start the second half of the day with this and go down with the same amount of force or energy that we went up with the first part of the day. So that is the vice versa alert on the rounded reversal day type. All right, our last scenario is going to be our trend day down. If we open gap down and start with a push back toward the previous close represented by the blue line, we find resistance on or before that previous close, then begin the downtrend for the day. We usually find midday chop around either the possible Queen or King support area, and often we start the second half of the day with a head fake that looks to continue the primary trend of the morning, but often ends up reversing into a slight rally going into the close. Now, I do want to stress that we do have a vice versa alert for the trend day down scenario as well, because we're playing right on the edge to where we could still have this on the opening and open gap up. We would get a push back toward the previous close and find support on or before that previous close, and then get into the up trend for the day. We will find our midday chop around either the possible queen or king, more than likely the queen resistance area, and not always, but often we do get that look to continue the primary trend of the morning, but so often turns into a head fake, and we get that fade going into the close. So those are the scenarios and the vice versa alerts to watch out for today. Again, I expect some bombs, some things to just suddenly come out of nowhere that may reverse us or throw some big candles at us, basically coming from the testimony of Fed Chair Powell from Capitol Hill today, as people try to dissect everything he says and looking for hawkishness or dovishness, basically looking for either tightening of monetary policy or loosening of monetary policy. But either way, your most important job as a trader is to protect the capital that you already have. And we do this by knowing and understanding the risk that we have on in each position and managing that risk in accordance to our account size. I hope this helps. Wishing you a positive trading day. Let's go out and make it a great one.